Here are a few things that network marketers need to remove and eliminate from your social media immediately so that you can start seeing traction. We're gonna get started right now. Hey guys, Tone Fernandez here with Social Lead Hub, where we teach network marketers how to use social media to generate leads so they can ultimately cash flow in their network marketing business. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about the common mistakes that a lot of network marketers use. Start with number one. You don't want to become a mascot for your network marketing company, right? And the reason being is people are not attracted to the name of the company. They're not attracted to how big your company is. What they're attracted to is you. How can you help them? How can you get them from point A to point B? So the number one thing you want to eliminate is eliminate using pictures of your product or service. Eliminate using the links, to your duplicated page, they call it in network marketing, because the statistics are that number one, nobody really buys BOGOs when you put them online. Nobody really reacts to those promos. And then number two, nobody is going to randomly click on your link, right? So that's number one. Number two, you want to remove bashing, right? And what I mean by that is a lot of times network marketers, they join the industry and they want to say, job rep stands for just over broke, and you work for the man and you're 9 to 5 and all this stuff that they talk about. And what happens is you think that you're attracting people to you by bashing jobs, and you think that, people are going to be enlightened because of the information that I'm saying and because, I'm telling the truth. And it may be true, some jobs just hold people back, but the truth is, you're alienating an audience who has a job, and the first thing that they're doing, if you look out there, the majority of Americans make money through a job. So when you start bashing it, you make them feel stupid, and what happens is they push away. So what you do is you teach people how a job can serve their business, how a job can help their business, how a job can fund a side project like their business. So the number one thing that you want to do is make sure that you don't alienate any audiences by bashing or talking down to people. You always want to keep it positive on social media. And then number three, you don't want to sell, right? People don't open Facebook or LinkedIn or anything to buy immediately. So what happens is you see a lot of these network marketers, and I can tell you from my past experience and from individuals that I coach in this industry, is they don't really sell any of their products. And what they do on social media is they're constantly posting the newest products. Maybe your aunt, because she feels sorry for you, or your cousin may buy one, but you're not gonna have anything sustainable where you're constantly getting clients. So number three is remove trying to sell on social media, because that's not what it's for. And the other thing is, when you're using a private or personal account for business, sometimes your account can get flagged by, whatever platform you're using, especially Facebook. So those are three things that you should eliminate immediately. Number one is putting your links and your bios and your products all over the place. Number two is bashing. Don't bash people for having a job, because again, you're pushing away the audience that you're trying to attract. What you should be doing is letting them know that a job can support other things, that people can be hybrid entrepreneurs. And then number three is trying to sell, right? You do a live, you do a Facebook Live, you do a video, you do a post, and then you're trying to sell people stuff like they're going to click on a link and they're going to buy. We call that a Hail Mary, where you just throw your link out there and you hope and pray that one of your 3,000 Facebook friends is going to answer. So if you're beginning on social media and you're in network marketing, here's what you want to do. You have to, number one, understand your expectations, right? You're not just going to get an influx of people just buying who are on your friends list, right? That just doesn't happen. But what you can do is start rebranding yourself. So instead of selling and instead of posting your links about your network marketing company, what you got to do is brand yourself, right? So take the name of your company, put it to the side for a bit, and put yourself up front. And all you got to do is brand yourself is take the number one thing that your product does, and then you use that to brand yourself. I show people how to. For example, if you're in a weight loss company, don't put the name of the weight loss company everywhere thinking that that's gonna, for some reason, get people to wanna buy. What you do is you say, hey guys, my name is Tone Fernandez, and what I do is I show people how to lower their belly fat, how to get in shape. I show people how to travel on, a low budget. I show people, how to get better skin results, things like that. Why? Because you're going to brand yourself as trying to be a product pusher to an information, a hub of information. And then what you do at that point is, once you rebrand yourself, you start putting educational content. So I'll give you an example. When I first got into my industry, I used to try to sell life insurance to everybody. Buy life insurance. You should buy life insurance. Nobody bought. But then I switched it up and I decided to post, snippet videos and snippet posts, just quick stuff about facts about life insurance. Hey, did you know this? Did you know that? What ended up happening is over time, I started to brand myself as a hub of information. So people would then approach me in my inbox and say, hey, I just thought about getting life insurance. You're the first person that came to mind. Hey, can you run some numbers? Or they even had a question. Hey, I have a policy. What should I do? Or they send me referrals. Hey, you do life insurance. You're always putting great videos. I have a friend who has information. Or who's looking for information. I'm going to connect you. What happens is you eliminate sounding like a car salesman online, and now you're putting yourself as the authority. You're putting yourself as somebody who's a person of influence in your industry. People are attracted to that. People don't want to feel like you sold them. People want to feel like they made a decision to buy all on their own. So when you're reframing your social media for your network marketing business, you got to get away from the sales. Even though and think about this, if you just took a look at everybody in your company who's doing that, the majority of people are doing that and they're not getting or seeing results, right? They're not seeing results. So what you got to do is you got to take a look at that data and say, okay, they're not getting results, the majority of people. And you got to realize your competition is huge, not just in your company, but other companies. They're all doing the same thing. So what happens is the common person takes a look at that and says, oh, these people, all these network marketers are operating the same. They're trying to sell. They're talking about how great their company is. They're talking about that. But you got to stand out and you got to say, how can I look like a professional, right? How can I look like a professional marketer and stand out? And for me, I get it all the time. I get people inboxing me and they say, oh, I didn't know that you did that. I have all these other people on my Facebook who do that, but for some reason, they're just annoying to me. And what happens is they do those common mistakes and they're pushing people away. So for you, stand out, right? Start to educate, start to brand yourself, get rid of the company name, that can come later, right? And what I mean by that is when you start to educate people, when you start to put information, you start to attract questions, you start to attract comments on your post, you start to attract referrals. Then you can say, hey, by the way, this is the product. Then you can introduce them after you assess their need. But the problem is we haven't assessed anybody's need and we're pushing our products out there just hoping somebody says, oh, I want to buy that product. It's very rare that they do, and it's a very low conversion rate, right? Because you have to diagnose what people are looking for. If you try to have a cookie cutter approach on social media, you're not going to sell anybody. What I mean by that is when you sit with somebody, everybody has a different needs, whether it's healthcare, skincare, travel, whatever MLM that you're in. So when you sit down and talk to them, they're going to give you their trigger point and they're going to say, I'm trying to do this. Then you can frame and present your product in a way that it solves that problem. But you would never find the problem that they have if you're just pushing products online. So the new framework that you should use is educate, brand yourself and educate people online. Post insightful information, and then once you start to gain traction, then you can have one-on-one conversations with people and you can solve their problem by introducing your product at that point. So I hope that made sense. You want to remove doing those three things before. And by the way, if you're looking to revamp your social media page entirely, I have my Profile Profits cheat sheet, right? It's an ebook, a short ebook where you can take 5 areas on your Facebook profile. You can change them, revamp them so that you can start generating leads just simply based off your profile. It goes in line with everything I just taught you about removing the links that you don't need. And I even have some bonus tips in there so you can become a professional marketer where you can start generating leads on your Facebook profile even when you're sleeping. I get it all the time. So hope that made sense. Appreciate you guys. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified every time we post new videos. Have a good one, guys.